And we are back. Welcome back to another episode of Main Street Prowlers after technical difficulties again.
We are.
Well, hopefully that's the last of them.
Yeah, but that one was your fault.
Well, you know what?
I hit a pushy button.
I blame Rob. He distracts everybody.
Want me to hit it again?
Always. So we are back after another chaotic weekend. So
I'd call it more than chaotic. Yeah, another one of those weekends where, sorry, but the league ain't doing their job.
Yeah, I understand.
And I'm going to say there's players on our team should have been suspended too. But there should have been suspensions over this past weekend. I don't know what your opinion is on that.
I made a comment on our chat earlier.
No, because our guy leaving the box, he should the penalty box. Once you leave the box, if they already put you in there, even though technically you haven't started your penalty yet, if you left the box to fight with somebody else, that's supposed to be
a suspension.
Exactly.
You know.
Even if you leave the penalty box, that's an
Yes, it's supposed to be, but and this is where we're talking about a lot of stuff. Players start taking things into their own hands because things aren't being done by the league or by the officials. It's not being taken care of the proper way. And that's not what we want to see. We don't want people hurt. We really don't.
It's
that's what I want to talk about too. There was an incident where a Carolina player was injured, and I understand that. And I don't want to see nobody hurt. But that should have either the ref should have blown the whistle immediately, or gave them the penalty because they had a guy come out on the ice and play the puck with them while he was still trying to get off the ice, and he was still in the their zone.
Yep.
So the play should have either been whistled dead, or a penalty should have been called for too many men on the ice. Again, like I said, I don't want to see nobody hurt, but that's still supposed to be a penalty if the other player came on the ice before the injured player was off the ice in that situation because the play was not whistled dead.
Especially the Friday game, they were playing without a person in the penalty box.
That's the ref's fault again.
Yeah.
And then you had that screwy penalty, the 3-minute penalty, where they balanced out our 2-minute penalty that we had in their 5-minute penalty and just gave them a 3-minute penalty, which worked in our favor because of the fact we were still able to run a 6-on-4.
right.
Yep.
You know, but again, it should not have, that I know of, should never have gone that way. It should have been 5-on-4. Our guy should have been in the box for the 2-minute, and their guy should have been in the box for the 5-minute.
Now that's at least normal hockey would work that way, but you know,
Normal hockey.
I know what.
Yeah, but this is the FBHL. Even Mike saying the same thing. There should have been suspensions over this weekend. And like I said, it should have been both teams, not just Carolina. It should have been us too.
Especially with the way that the penalty sheet read.
Yes.
Because I can't remember his name, but 96 on our team got a penalty for slew footing, which is any other league is an automatic suspension.
And years in the past, it's all an automatic suspension here. Just ask Pace.
What number? 92?
6.
I don't need the Badgers.
You know.
But it's like, and the way that he got the penalty though, if you didn't see, and it started all the chaos, he basically tripped with his skate. He tripped Paul, the goalie.
Yes.
So that's where he got those split footing.
Yep. And I didn't see it at first, but when I saw the replay, yeah, he definitely took the goalie out. Yeah.
And I agree that.
And he didn't take him out to lunch.
What kind of lunch?
Oh.
96, Brendan Young.
That's what Mike just posted, Brendan Young.
So thank you, Mike. Yeah, that's I don't know why he has such an easy name to remember, and I can't remember.
Braden Shanahan. There you go.
Maybe because I'm not used to easy names in hockey.
Yes, director.
What about the guy who punched our guy in the face?
Yeah, when they said their announcer said our guy hit a brick wall, he hit a brick fist.
Yeah.
The guy put his fist out. You know.
And that one it was Cody Oaks who did that.
Yes.
On their team. That's,
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, he definitely hit a brick wall, but that was a fist out too with it.
but either way, that's craziness.
Yes. Other than that, I think that we had some pretty good hockey this weekend.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed it. Our guys played hard all around. They really did. Friday night, or Thursday night, yeah, we come out with the win. Friday night, we came back and got where we should be. And Saturday was back and forth for quite a while. And that's the kind of hockey we want to see.
Okies did a lot in the series. What?
Oh,
did a lot,
Okies
yeah.
did a lot this series.
I was looking at the TV over there.
And hello, MRG Game Lab too. It's
One of my buddies.
Well, we figured that. If we see game something in front of it, it's probably one of your gaming buddies.
Yep.
but yeah, Oaks was definitely
Hello, amigo.
kind of a force to be reckoned with, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
And he can be he can definitely be a great player if he puts his mind to it. But that's another thing too. Is I made my comments about certain other players in the league, where if they put their mind to it, they can be amazing players.
And that's exactly what I was telling my son Justin, their director. Saturday's game, our guys, if they would have just stayed out of the box, I think the score would have been a totally different story.
Exactly.
I really do. I think Saturday's game would have been a totally different story if we would have just stayed out of the box.
Was it the Saturdays? Was it Friday or were we home Saturday? No, we were on the road Saturday.
Yeah.
Friday's game, they should have let down in the second period.
Yeah.
Feel better?
About what?
Oh, I thought you farted.
No, that's the vent creaking above us. That's the little guy running back and forth causing the stuff to creak.
Oh, that's somebody.
Rob!
Well, we know what he's always thinking about.
TMI, man, TMI.
Too much information.
Anyways.
And we wonder how he got the name to his tractor.
Oh, I don't know. It's not like he waved at Taco Bell during the show.
Or talked about the bicycles and Taco Bell line.
Well, if there was a place going on in the line.
It's a funny thing that everything goes back to him and Taco Bell, though, right?
Yeah.
They got Taco Bell for dinner, too.
See what I mean?
Yep.
But anyways, that's enough about Taco Bell because we're not actually sponsored. So let's go to Thursday's game. What are your outtakes on that one?
Great game. Our guys came out playing hard completely and, stayed full force the whole game. And stayed out of the box.
Exactly, and that's something that needs to be done constantly. And it's something that we need to get used to as well, because once we get our feet upon us for road games, I think that we're going to see a lot more.
Well, I know we had penalties Thursday night too, but I'm just saying it's not like it was on the other games, the other two games that we were in there a lot. We do have one of the better power play killers teams right now in the league, but eventually something's got to give. If you're drawing that many penalties, something's going to give eventually.
Exactly.
Goalie can only take so many shots.
Exactly, and that's something that hopefully is going to change, because it's not just us that's being fed up; it's all the teams in the league now.
Yeah.
It's even.
And that's the other thing. I'm not going to put nothing really on any of either of the goalies this weekend. Even with our 6-1 win Thursday night, he played hard. Holland played really hard. Again, when you get breakaways or you get those wide open shots, it's not. Your defense is breaking down too.
Exactly.
Yep.
You could clearly see that he was. Pollen was taking basically all the shots himself.
Yeah.
That's
And
the same way with Simmons Friday.
Friday,
Yeah.
Friday
You
night.
see him getting frustrated towards the
And
third
you know
period.
Saturday
Second
same
period.
Saturday same thing. You know with all the penalties. You know, you can only do what you can do.
exactly. So that's something that needs to change with us. We need to take advantage of the times where we can score on the shorthanded. So we need to take advantage
Oh,
of the time because it's less ice that we can cover. As
Oh, and believe me, we love shorthanded goals, great, but that's not where you want to get them.
Right.
You know, you want the goal if you can get the goal, but you want to have all your guys on the ice. You really do. You just
Like towards the end of the games Friday night, they were passing Dalton J. He almost scored towards the last few minutes. Just had enough umph there.
It's like we praise them for doing that, but like you said, play like you're. We're amazing on the shorthanded, so play like you're shorthanded, but when it's even strength.
yeah.
EC straight?
No. Do you?
Yep.
But with that though, especially going into Friday night's game, it wasn't just the penalties that killed us; it was our own players that killed us too.
Yeah.
And
And we love you guys, but
and we understand that you're tired, but
I myself didn't understand why they did it this way this weekend, but you know, because that's hard on both teams either way. You know, play 2 games in one town and then have to travel to play the third game. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. It's not.
ugh. Talk about being tired though, right?
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I'm
Tired, what's
exhausted.
that?
I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment this morning and took the bus all the way up there and walked in and they're like, "Oh, your appointment's been canceled."
Yeah, I worked 12 hours today.
So, get up at 5 a.m. to get ready for a doctor's appointment and then go home.
And I just want to say hi to someone, and you know exactly who. Hi, Kevin.
Hello,
Chris.
Kevin.
And
Hi, Kevin.
that's the one good thing though is that he's always here,
Yeah.
and we love talking to him too.
Oh, yes.
Which brings us to tomorrow.
Our guest tomorrow.
We will have Kevin on tomorrow's episode of Around the Minors. So we cannot wait for you to be here. And I hope you enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Going into the games though, let's start with Friday's night game. Thursday's night game, sorry.
I wasn't there. I was doing something.
Technically I was you on that day.
Yeah,
Technically
you
I
were
was.
me that day. I was doing some anniversary with my wife.
How was that, by the way?
The food sucked.
Where did you even go?
Cheap Charlie's.
Well, I could have told you that one.
The mashed potatoes was like spoiled milk.
God, oh my God.
Steak was good, but the potatoes were awful.
And didn't you say your wife's food was cold?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, enchiladas.
Happy anniversary to you, right?
Yeah, I would have preferred Texas Roadhouse.
But anyway,
But who wouldn't?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't do cheap charges. Last a few I've heard, their food normally ain't bad, normally. But their prices are outrageous. You know, I don't hear too many issues with the food. That's why in a way I was shocked, which it does happen in any restaurant, it does. But
Yes.
I just don't like the prices ever since they moved into where they're at.
right. And I have to admit, though, I do love their CC sticks. Those are amazing breadsticks.
That's the
with
only
cheese.
reason why we went. She wanted some CC sticks.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, when I was a kid, my grandma and me used to go there all the time. And then when they moved over to the new location, we sat down, looked at the menu. She goes, "Let's leave."
Okay, bye.
But going into Thursday's night game, Carolina outshot us in the first period, 14-11. While we come back, outshooting them 10-8 in the second, and third we outshoot them 11-7 for a total game summary of 32 shots for us and 29 for Carolina. And I'm happy to announce the first star was Larry Martinainen. And I'm happy he's back.
Yes.
And
Mr. Larry?
Larry.
Yeah.
And he got 1 goal, 2 assists on Thursday night with Matt Graham getting second star, 1 goal, 2 assists. And then a third star was Brendan Young with 1 goal and 1 assist. So the scoring got started really late on Thursday.
Yeah, it was in the third period, wasn't it?
Second period,
Oh,
but
second period.
2 minutes and 16 seconds into the second, though, Carolina jumps on top. 1-0 from a goal from John Butita, assisted from Devin Warfield and Ramil Talpifov. 8:30, about 6 minutes later in the second, Alex Johnson gets the first goal to tie up the game, from assisted from Larry Martinainen and Matt Graham, and then 17:43 into the second on the power play, Brendan Young scores, assisted from Dustin Henning and Larry Martinainen. So we go up 2-1 at the end of the second.
And from there on, it was just
Poor Huron.
this is our house type game.
Rough.
Whose house?
Justin's house.
Get out of here.
Actually, this is Kelly's house.
If you want to get technical, yeah. The third, though, 2:46. Port Huron scores again from Isaiah Crawford, assisted by Stavros Salas and Quentin Roseboom. That's one of the rookies that's really impressed me is Isaiah Crawford, number 16.
Yep.
He's playing his heart out every night. And no matter if he gets a goal or an assist, he's playing his heart out so we can win each night.
What the heck was that?
Your future.
Oh.
9:21 on the power play again. Matt Graham scored to make it 4-1, assisted by Lambden and Austin Federley. 10:20 on the power play again. Larry Martinainen scored to put us up 5-1, assisted by Zachary Frischer and Brendan Young. And then the final goal of the night to win 6-1. 18:38, Dustin Henning scores from assists, Dalton J. and Matt Graham. So
We witnessed one of the worst FHL fights, too.
Well, like I said, he didn't really even. They didn't fight. The guy jumped
they
on his
jumped
back.
on him.
He jumped on his back. Immediately. Didn't even and took him down. It's like that ain't no fight.
That was a tackle.
yeah. No comment from here. Well,
Thank you.
the penalty summary was just kind of light for how the game went. 1852 in the first, the only penalty of the first. Nick Williams of Port Huron gets unsportsmanlike. The second, only one penalty again, tripping from Caleb Gus Ford of Carolina. And this is where it starts getting a little hectic. David Nicoletta high sticking Carolina 1629, and Von Clauston. This is where everybody started hating him. 843 cross checking, and then 1008 cross checking again. Nick Williams got a charging at 1849, and then Zachary Sargis and Nick Williams got roughing, and then Austin Fairley started chaos within the game by slashing, and um, then Von Clauston got the sportsmanlike at the 20-minute mark. And that was in front of 765 games. And with, what?
In front of 765 games?
Fans. Yes, games. With that, though, remember to go to mainstreetbluewater.com and get our merchandise, watch our previous shows, check on whatever we may have up there. We'll be right back after this commercial break, though.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Oh, not really. I got the beat. Oh, League Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Hollywood Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.
Yeah, we're live. And we're back. It always seems like whenever we come back, he always makes a comment. And they're like, oh God, we're live. It's funny either way.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night, though. That was our teddy bear night.
Yes.
Not 17 seconds into the first period.
Did we ever get a confirmed amount of teddy bears from that day?
No.
No,
Dang.
I'm doing a wild guess.
But I do want to make a comment about the teddy bear toss. I think our teddy bear toss turned out great, and I did not like what somebody from the Hershey Bear fan comment that I saw on Facebook about the Carolina and teddy bear toss. How little amount of teddy bears. It's not the amount of teddy bears. Mm-hmm. It's the thought of people giving.
Yep.
To these charities. Yeah, you got to think, how many more fans do you have in your arena at that arena? I am very disappointed in the comment that the person made. Mm-hmm. It's not the amount of teddy bears. It's the people getting together to give. It's the people getting together to give, and that's what it's supposed to be about.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, that's.
Goes to a good cause.
Yeah, I was very disappointed when I saw that comment. Eventually, the person after I think they read their comments turned around and apologized for it.
But still, that's...
But I still feel that something needs to be said about that. That's not. It's not the amount of bears. It's people giving, people doing their part to help others.
Exactly. Yeah, they did have it. I was looking at that. That was definitely an amazing amount.
Yes.
Okay.
And like I said, the pictures don't do justice either, because if you got a still picture, if you had a video, you could see how many bears were out there. When you take a still picture, it's only showing one section of the arena. There's other piles out there.
And you have to think too, you don't know how many were taken from that section as well.
Right, and how many were donated before?
Scott Brand post.
Because Scott Brand, like he just said, posted his office is full of teddy bears already before their teddy bear toss.
Which is amazing. Like, it's good for them. That's an amazing. That's.
And that's what I mean. It's just a thought.
Yeah,
people,
it's something that.
And for Carolina, theirs goes to the police and fire department. When they go on scene to give to a child that's, in distress.
Exactly.
That needs something comfort.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's for the EMS, the fire department, and other first responders. They give them to them, so they can give them to the children.
And that's something that they should do, though.
Yes. Again, they're a bigger area than us. So, the amount of teddy bears that we got, I don't think our police department would be able to,
Right.
So we give them to. Not sure where Graham and them wasn't from one of the hospitals again.
I believe so. Yeah.
Like I said, don't quote me. I can't remember what he said he was sending them to, but we always send them to a good cause too.
And that's what I love about it is because they try to send it to the best cause out there.
I know the one year we gave them to the Salvation Army for the Christmas giveaway for the young kids, because there's normally not enough toys for the young ones.
Right.
I know we've done that before.
And they made the specific note: give them to the young ones first.
Yep.
And that's what I love about it is that they make sure everyone's taken care of.
Yep.
And
when I worked the giveaway of that, we always did the stuffed animals go into the bags for the the 1, 2, 3-year-olds and the young ones. They can't play with the older toys.
Exactly.
We always made sure they got the stuffed animals and something else to go with it. But they always got the stuffed animals.
Exactly. So, but with that though, I'm glad that we were able to experience 2 teddy bear tosses in straight nights too.
Yeah.
It's and both teams were helping on the cleanup as well.
Oh yeah.
Which is even better because you see these a lot of away teams where they don't help at all.
Right.
And when you get both teams helping out, and especially low leagues like this, it just proves the point that we're playing for the community. They're playing for the love of it, to make everyone happy and enjoy it.
Enjoy it,
And it's just sad when you have to bring in poor officiating to that game.
Yeah.
So.
Especially the teddy bear toss. That didn't happen to the second period for Carolina.
Well, sometimes that happens. We've had it.
Yeah.
You
We
know,
didn't have one at all the first one night, and the next night they had to toss it in.
yeah, that was you know.
I think that was the Beacons game.
Bring your teddy bears tomorrow night instead.
No teddy bears were tossed.
But with that, though, let's get into the Friday night's game, where it was a scoring fest, I should say.
Yeah.
In the first period, Carolina outshot 13-10, as well as the second where they outshot 17-16. Port Huron put on a shot fast in the third, 14-6. Ended up coming up on top, 40-36, which is a rarity against Carolina because they're known for their shooting.
Yeah.
So, first stars, Caleb Gus Ford got 3 goals, 1 assist for 4 points from Carolina. Second star, Alex Johnson, 1 goal, 2 assists. And then third star, George Holt, 2 goals. And all 3 guys really deserve those stars that night. And I don't care. I'll be honest. I'll root for the team that will be I'll give the stars to the team that deserves it. So
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think if your team won, you deserve at least one of the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, you win, you deserve. You guys deserve one of them. You know, so.
And I'm glad that
we've had the discussion before. You know how some of these teams will give their whole team all 3 stars always,
exactly.
even when they lose.
Exactly. And that's sad. And then but let's get into the scoring though. The very first goal, the teddy bear tosser, was scored at 2:45 into the first on the power play. Alex Johnson got the goal, assisted by Austin Federley and Matt Graham. And then 14:40, Carolina ties it up from a goal from George Holt, assisted by Blake Prevey and David Nicoletti. And then 16:58, Carolina takes the lead by a goal from Tommy Cardinal, assisted by Caleb Gus Ford and Rami Telepov. And then to tie up the game again at 18:23 in the first on the power play, Dalton J from Alex Johnson. And that's where we end at the first 2-2 tie. In the second, though, Port Huron goes on top 3-2, 4:57 to the second from Zachary Frushra, assisted by Stavros Salas and Nick Manzo. Carolina ties up the game at 7:14 from a goal from George Holt, assisted by Blake Prevey and David Nicoletti. And 9:39, Carolina goes up 4-3. Caleb Gus Ford got that goal, assisted by Zachary Sargis and Tommy Cardinal. And then on the power play, 12:36, Caleb gets his second goal, assisted by Victor Grabinev, assisted by Rami Telepov. And then on the power play, again, 14:50 into the second, Caleb Gus Ford gets his hat trick, assisted by Tommy Cardinal and John Bertita. And that's would be their final goal of the night. 10:41 though into the third, and Larry Vartnainen scored on the power play, assisted by Dustin Henning and Brendan Young. And then Port Huron scores again at 19:21 with extra attacker. Larry Vartnainen scored again, assisted by Alex Johnson and Dalton J to end out the game 6-5. Tough loss because we came back within 1 again, but it's something to note that we got the firepower. We just needed to play the full 60 minutes. Going into this long laundry list of what we call penalties. 2:09 in the first, Carolina. Romel Topov got an interference. And right after the teddy bear toss, 250. Nick Williams fought Zachary Sargis. And then 405, Von Clauston got 2 penalties, roughing and slashing. Caleb Williams got roughing. Tommy Cardinal got a fighting against Stavros Salas. And then 1802 is the punch to the face. Cody Oaks got the cross-checking major along with the game misconduct. And that was ugly.
No, the punch to the face was on Saturday in Carolina.
Yep.
Either way, that was a cross-check to the face.
Yeah, that was a cross check to the face.
Yeah.
Punch to the face is in game
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Either way, undeserved.
Yeah.
That was ugly.
Yeah, and that's one of the ones that we were wondering why there wasn't no suspension in it.
Exactly.
You know, because that was blatant. To me, it looked blatant intent to injure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And that's not
Because
something-
it's not just that he just before that they took him to the same player who got attacked and taken down and went off ice because his leg was hurting him and he came back out and then that happens. Right, you know, no.
Shame on you.
But going on though, Victor Grimbunkov, 155 into the second interference, 1208. Stavros Salas got delay of game. Alex Johnson at 13:31 got an unsportsmanlike conduct and a cross-checking. And then Matt Graham got ejected and a boarding major.
Which it was Borden.
Yeah.
It was didn't look deliberate, but unfortunately we have to. We know that players got to keep themselves under control, and it happens sometimes. It does, but
And you could tell that wasn't intentional, but he knew that he did it right away.
right.
So
Unlike the one, like I said, it was right to the one that was right to the head center, almost center ice.
yeah.
Question.
So-
On the feet.
I'm still eating. It's good.
I like grilled cheese.
My grilled cheese, bitch.
He's calling you his bitch.
I'm off stream.
I'm done. Anyways, George Holt of 16 gets a cross-checking in the third. Blake Pevery, 8:51 gets a holding. At 10:58, Yuri Pastuka gets a tripping. 11:34, Dustin Henning gets a holding. And then, that's what you thought, Mike. And then 18:10. Cade Lambden gets a roughing while Tommy Cardinal gets a fighting. So
Yep.
they really hate Tommy Cardinal.
Yeah, the referees definitely had their whistles out.
That's why we say it's a long laundry list of penalties.
Yep.
We got a ref that's on the show right now. I'm not speaking name though.
Nope. Going into Saturday night's game though,
Don't even talk about shots on goal.
41-25 Carolina.
It's bullshit. Bullshit. I was actually writing them down the first period, and we outshot them the first period.
Yeah, it definitely was not 11-9. It's funny because it's
We outshot them the first period.
there was no way in hell though we were that much
That's
behind
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
second too.
I quit counting them because when they said that, 11-9 Carolina, bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
But going into this, though, the third 3 stars, Caleb Gus Ford gets the first star again, with 2 goals, 1 assist. Ramel, I'm sorry, just like,
I'm giggling.
oh my god. Ramel gets the second star with 1 goal, and then Tommy Cardinal somehow gets the third one with a 1 goal and 2 assists. Yeah, you ain't wrong on this
Especially
one.
at the ending.
But,
Oh, you give me the grilled cheese? Yay.
go home. But the scoring doesn't start till the second, with 7:40 Austin Federer getting the first goal, scoring by assisted by Larry Vartnighton and Caleb Williams. 8:19 Carolina answered to tie the game on the power play. Ramil Tabalev by Yuri Pastuka and Jacob Schnepp. And then Port Huron takes the lead again. Not even 10 seconds later, to go up 2-1 from Dalton J, assisted by Quentin Roseboom and Dustin Heading. 13:27, Carolina ties the game up again, assisted by a goal by Caleb Gus Ford, assisted by Tommy Cardinal and John Butita. But 16:02, Carolina goes up on the power play. Tommy Cardinal, assisted by Caleb Gus Ford and John Budita. 44 seconds in the third on the power play. Port Huron ties the game for the final goal. Dalton J, assisted by Caleb Williams. And then 2:35, Carolina goes up 4-3. Scored by Caleb Gus Ford and assisted by Tommy Cardinal and Yuri Pastuka. And the final goal doesn't come until 1940 on the empty net. Daniel Martin, assisted by Jacob Schnupp. And are you ready for this laundry list of all the hell that breaks loose?
Yay.
Yeah.
So 5:04 in the first, Jacob Schnepp gets the interference. Quentin Roseboom at 9:09 gets a cross-checking, and Isaiah Crawford gets a high sticking at 15:05. And then 2:35 into the second, Quentin Roseboom gets a roughing of 3:47, and this was an ugly hit. I'll be honest, this was a very ugly hit. I don't think he meant it either, but it was a very ugly hit because Alex Johnson goes out on a boarding misconduct and a major. And I'm glad that the Carolina player was better.
He was alright. Yeah. I'm glad he wasn't hurt.
And
Oh, snap.
from what I hear, they made up to him behind the scenes as well. So that's a good thing. Ramel Tupalev, 6:07, goes in for tripping. Larry Vartnainen goes in for hooking at 9:59. 14:47, Caleb Williams gets a roughing. Kate Lambden in 1921 gets a slashing and fighting, while Everett Thompson gets a fighting.
This is the one we're talking about, Chris, right here, the Trevor Thompson one.
Yeah.
He should have gotten more.
Because I remember it was very ugly.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that he put his hand down and everything.
And that's, ugh.
Dang.
And then 1935, Tommy Cardinal goes in for high sticking with Everett Thompson going in for cross checking. 3:36 into the third, Cody Oakes gets interference. Keith Lambden, 7:08, goes in for slashing. And then to end the game, why is it always that Austin Carolina always have the end of the game antics? We had the 20-minute mark of the third period. Tommy Cardinal gets the instigator and a fighting. Quentin Roseboom gets fighting. Brendan Young gets slew foot. Nick Williams gets fighting. Brendan Young gets fighting as well. Tommy Cardinal continue to fight. Nick Williams, it has leaving players bench during an altercation. We know that. And then Tommy Cardinal got ejected for continuing in a fight, even though the thing was all over. But that's
Yep. And what, we only have one game this week
Yep.
coming up?
I believe so.
No, we have our games on the road. I was thinking Christmas week for some reason. We have one
Messenger
game.
video.
No, thank you.
Christmas week we only have the one game.
There goes the teddy bears.
The teddy bears.
And
Yeah,
they
they
just-
killed the game at 1 second.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
They killed the game with 1 second left.
They didn't want to get more things erupted.
Yeah,
Which is the way that it should have been done too.
yeah,
so
I agree. I agree there. I didn't have a problem with that. Only time I had the problem with it is when they forced it into overtime at our arena.
That's some Calgary Hitman. Just now.
Anyways, before we get distracted even more by this one,
That's what we show tomorrow, not
Yep.
tonight.
so the 16th, 17th, and 18th, all at 7 p.m., we travel back to Danbury to pay the hat tricks.
Yes.
So let's start with Thursday's night's game, which is the 16th. The producer and director.
Like Danbury,
Yep.
I'm gonna say it's a close game, 5-4 us.
5-4. Let's go with the distractor.
Thursday,
Yep.
I won't be able to watch it because I'm going to probably be sleeping. But I'm going to say 6-0 us.
Whoa. Yeah.
He is definitely
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get a shutout.
Yep.
Definitely.
Six, nothing us.
I'm honestly not thinking any shutouts this year with any of the teams. Too easy, with how everybody plays.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see some shutouts, but I don't see that happening.
Right.
I say 4-3 us. Empty netter.
Ooh.
I want to say I'm gonna swear, and I'm gonna go 3-2 overtime. Hey, at least I did an extra swear. On Friday night before he dies. Producer.
I'm gonna say 3-2 us.
What?
Your turn.
For Friday night.
Oh, Friday night. Wow, okay. I thought we only had one game.
No.
I say more realistic. I'm going to say 3-1 us.
Okay.
Empty netter.
Well, yeah, they could pull the goalie because it'd be 2-1.
Yeah.
Pull their goalie, empty net.
Right.
So yeah, that works fine this time for him. I say let's see here. Now I'm going to call the really, really, really bad word. 5-4 shootout.
Yeah, Chris.
On Friday night, I'm going to go 6-4 us. And then our final game of the weekend on Saturday, the 18th.
I get to watch both games other than some Thursday.
Before you get cut off again, producer.
I'm gonna say empty net goal, 5-3. Or 5-4 us.
Special one.
I am the special one.
I think I just boosted his confidence.
Yours is worse than Rob's, honestly. 5-4 empty netter. Because why would somebody pull their goalie
5-4.
for?
You'd pull your goalie.
But if we get an empty netter,
I'm going to say 3-2 overtime Saturday. 4 here wins.
And then I'm not going to go as bad as what Mike just said.
I didn't say my score yet.
Mike said 7-8
Yeah.
for Huron.
So we're going with the blind
I'll
raffle.
say 2-1.
Okay. And then I am going to go with 4-3 win. Another brawl. Going with the brawl.
Heck, the league's not suspending anybody, so what the heck?
Right.
That's what I said. Everybody takes matters in their own hand because they nothing's being done.
And then
Oh, hold on. Knock on wood before somebody says something to us.
and we get to hit Mike really hard with his comments because he goes 5-2 Prowlers on Thursday, 3-2 overtime win for the Prowlers, and a 4-3 shootout loss for the Hat Tricks. So
And she says fight.
And Justin just hit the furnace.
So with that,
We will
though,
see you tomorrow on
Bye,
Around the
guys.
Minors.
and don't have too much fun until then.
You want to hit around the button?
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Oh, not really. We got the league. Oh, league wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. Hey. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're going to give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Houndwoods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.